I feel like we're still in a campground. This place, look at this, so gorgeous.
The falls were awesome.
Yeah.
We're trying to get a picture in there. I was hoping to get a picture of Rhonda walking across the bridge. You can forget that.
Me and 25 of my closest friends.
No kidding.
This is the first time using our TSD card, right?
It may be a fail. We feel confident.
Do you feel confident?
Once again, we're confident on something new.
Yeah.
We're confident at the harvest host now.
You can go ahead and do our second one.
We're heading to our second one, which is a winery.
We'll be pros after this one.
Where are we headed, Rhonda?
Well, we have a viewer that became a friend, and we've not met him and his wife until until today. We're gonna meet them in about 20 minutes. And
yeah, Mark has been with us since the beginning, and he wanted to meet up, and I said, okay, well, and we tried other times and it just didn't work out, and one of his trips got canceled, and it so happened that we were going right by that because we just spent a day with my aunt, who is 94 years old. Quick as a whip. She made dinner for us. So blessed.
Amazing.
My heart was just full. Such a blessing to be with her. Such a blessing just to have spent time with her. And it was just an incredible visit. Anyway, that's where we were 13 miles away from the Discount Tire, so we were able to get this done.
right,
So now we're going to Mark's house, and
another adventure begins.
another adventure. He lives on top of a hill someplace. A big hill, I guess. A high hill.
Got a good view from up there.
And I have no idea. I did make one comment. I said, don't they pave the roads in your neighborhood? And so, anyway, so we're going to go see him.
This is exciting. Yeah, I know. And the connection, I mean, you guys kind of connected over, you used to work for the same county, you know.
We work for the same county.
Yeah.
He was a fireman. I was law enforcement, of course, as you all well know. So it was a good connection.
Kind of a friendship started.
He ended up living up here, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's the first time we've ever done this.
This is a lot of firsts this trip,
Yep.
and it continues. So it's an adventure. It's been an adventure, and we technically are on our way home. We're headed south, as you say. You know,
Finally.
back to Arizona.
We've been playing way too much on the top of Washington.
And we should be home by Tuesday, which is another, 5 days?
Yep.
Hopefully 5 more days to go 1,200 miles. We found Maggie's twin. We had the best stay at our new friends, Mark and Judy, here in Washington. So grateful for their hospitality. I feel like we're still in a campground. This place, look at this, so gorgeous. I think we failed to mention that they have a 2500 RL as well, the same year, 2021, and theirs was made like a month sooner than ours, but everything is exact. And then it's fun to go in and see what people have done to their trailers and go, oh hey, that's where you put your toilet paper holder, or where you put your paper towels, or just different things like that. So we're leaving with a toilet paper holder and a few other fun little things, but we just appreciate them. And we're heading today to Multnomah Falls in Oregon. We're actually gonna go beyond that, but we're gonna stop and see that very iconic waterfall. I want to say it's like 600 feet, so it's massive. We're gonna check that out, and to start our official ascent home. And I was explaining it that when we're on these trips that we go on, we only go on maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks. We did 2 months in the spring of this year, and we do so much, and it's like sitting down at a good plate, you know, a table with food, and at first you're just taking it all in, and at some point you gotta let it digest. So we're going home to let all this digest because we have seen so much. We have been to so many places, seen the most beautiful things, and been on a ferry. A lot of firsts this trip: Harvest Host, Elks Lodge, ferries, mooch docking, you know, dry camping the way we were. It's just been phenomenal. We're ready to go back, soak it all in, start planning the next trip. As Stan says, I'll be home a week and ready to go again. So true.
So at the end of 3 years, we had to have our tank inspected.
Yeah?
The guy came and he goes, "Your tank's backwards."
No. Oh no.
Great. So we failed.
Oh no.
So I get on the horn. I sent an email out to the guy that did it, and I said, "Hey Rob, just to let you know, tank's backwards." "You got to be kidding!" He sent his guy out. "Oh my God, it is. We've never done that before."
They installed it backwards.
And
who knew a tank could be backwards?
They're just smaller. Yeah, smaller for solid and bigger for liquid. So
Gotcha.
and it was, and the small one was filling up. So they go, all right. So they came out here. They dug it out. They pumped it. They lifted it out, flipped it around, put it in, and then while they were reconnecting, I said, "Can you do an RV dump?" "Sure."
Fantastic. So there you go.
No charge.
Wow. So that's turning, what is it, lemons into lemonade,
Yep,
or something
pretty
like
much.
that. RV parking here, but you know, this is what you get. Well, we just stopped at Multnomah Falls, and this is along the 84 in Oregon. Woo! There was a lot of people.
We've been avoiding the crowds pretty good, I would say.
I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like we have. It's probably because it's easy access, right?
Easy access.
Right on the 84. The parking is in between the east and westbound lanes of the 84.
Whoever thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. And you go under the freeway, you go under the railroad tracks, and there is the Multnomah Lodge and gift shop. There's a restaurant there, and then the falls are right there. I mean, you can see them from the parking lot.
The falls are awesome.
Yeah.
But trying to get a picture in there, I was hoping to get a picture of Rhonda walking across the bridge. You can forget that.
Me and 25 of my closest friends.
No kidding.
Yeah.
RV parking's a little difficult?
Yeah, it's a pull in and not a pull through. And then we could only do we had to take up 2 spots because it was, yeah, it's a little short anyway.
And you had to be smart about that, because I I took 2 spaces closest to the island. That way I wouldn't get blocked in when I backed up, because a bus could park in behind me and then I'm done. So
Yeah, that's true.
And as I thought, it was good because cars started parking in front of my truck, but they wouldn't park in the lane that I was. But I knew that was coming because all the other ones were filled up.
Yeah, it filled up quick.
So I thought I'd just stand out there while make sure nobody got in there. But the falls were beautiful.
Yeah.
We got some pretty shots. Not the ones that we wanted, but you got to make the best of it.
Pet friendly. I mean, you can bring your dog, and then we did. That was a challenge. Well, you know, we love our dogs very much, and it's Molly's birthday today. She's 9, but we thought it would be fun to take her on a walk, but too many people, a little chaotic anyway. But the cool thing is they had doggy bag stations like along the whole entire.
100% dog friendly.
Yeah, maybe not stroller friendly because you have the stairs, but
I think it's ADA friendly. But yeah, you're right.
Through the lower viewing.
Yeah, for the lower viewing, not to get up to the bridge.
Right. There's stairs. You can't get to the bridge without going upstairs. We actually had just seen a picture and we're like, where is that? And realized it was going to be on the way. Oh, we're going into a tunnel. We've actually never been this way, right?
Yeah, it's our first time.
It's along the Columbia River. There's a chain.
He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
There'll be a lot of editing in this reel.
Magic of editing, yeah.
So we've not ever been on this route before, ever, right? So we're, like I said, heading home, and we had 2 options. We could have gone through Bend, Oregon, when we can go through Idaho. We chose Idaho because we've never been that way. So there's a lot to see and do along this route. It's the Columbia River Gorge. It's a National Historic route. There's a lot of things. I think we're missing a lot. I don't know.
You're always saying that. Like when we blew through Oregon coast, we're missing a lot. Well, you know, you just can't stop it.
I know. We didn't even know where we were going to go or stay tonight until truly this morning.
This may be another first. What are we calling this series? A first time for everything?
Yeah. I think we just came up with it.
First time for everything is this series. And so we did a lot of firsts this trip.
We found a state park, immigrant state park in Oregon, and it's along like an original route that the Oregon travelers came through probably in the 1800s, and wagons and horses and all that. So the original settlers to Oregon. So it should be interesting, historic. We'll see. They supposedly have sites that have full hookups, and there's tent sites that are super long. And then I was able to text with someone this morning, ask if a site labeled tent could have an RV in it, and she says absolutely, unless it's stated otherwise. So not sure what that meant. Good morning. It is a brisk morning. We're coming to you from Mecum, I think, Oregon. It's 37 degrees. Good stay, great stay. We did get a good site right here across from the bathrooms. Seems like that's where we always end up. And lots of room. Very, well, I would say quiet. Maybe more secluded because our spot wasn't really right next to anybody, but if you stop and listen, you can hear the traffic on I-84. So it's, yeah, it was a little noisy through the night. Not horrible. Of course, at night it slows down, you know, a little bit. We got a little close to the fire pit here, but it was a great site. Pretty level. This site was A16, so pretty decent. We're heading off to another harvest host today for the night, and that will be in Glens Ferry, Idaho. So we're just gonna make a stop there for the night. It should be pretty nice. They actually have a restaurant, the winery, and across the street there's, I think it's called 3 Islands Ferry State Park. I'm not 100% sure, but we may try to pop over there and take a peek. Using our TSD card, right?
It may be a fail.
Maybe a fail.
So we used our, what is that? Is it Open Roads TSD card?
Yes.
Now it comes directly out of your account, remember?
Right.
And then they send you an ending email, and then they give you what the price you paid. So diesel at the TA was $5.25, and we got it for $4.71. But I couldn't figure out how to use it, so I had to go to the instructions on my app, and you got to make sure you use a gas station on the app, or they're going to charge you some money for that. So make sure you do that. And then for each transaction, wherever you go, it's a certain, like 60 cents. But anyway, the savings are great in the long run. Anyway, so that's a bad road. So I put in my card. First time, I really don't exactly know, because they say tractor. I forget that. In my mind, it's the semi is a tractor, and the other one was reefer, and I think that's for like farm tractors, you know, those kind of things. So I put that in, and then they asked me if I want deaf. You should put, if you want deaf, put yes, and then it'll ask you a control number, and I did not know what my control number was. Well, then I read the instructions, and the control number is the last 4 of your social security number. So once I did that, we were off to the races. And
yeah, it asked you if you wanted, put in a loyalty number, but we said no, because that's like, I think if you have a loyalty rewards with TA.
With TA, so
we didn't.
That kind of screwed us the first time, because I couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
Because once you put in the wrong prompts, they'll let you know, and they'll cancel your transaction. And this first time, I think I was canceled about 4 times. But I was persistent, just like always. I'm going to figure it out this time, because, you know, you get nervous when you're in a truck stop, because you got semi-trucks behind you. Well, this time I didn't have any trucks behind us. And so I wanted to check to see if I could just use my credit card. And I tried to use my credit card just to pay deaf, just to keep it separate, you know. And it doesn't take my credit card. It says go inside. So you have to go inside. If you want to use your credit card, you have to go inside to pay. That's how that works.
Yeah, and that's why we've never been able to use the truck lanes.
Yes.
And good old YouTube, I was watching the guy, he just shared that. If you want to use the truck lanes, you have to go in. You have to come back, you know what I mean? It's just, and then you have to go back in, get your receipt, that kind of thing. So
yeah, because they ask you, well, how much you're going to put in, and then that's what they charge your card.
Yeah.
And if you don't exactly know what you put in, it really is a pain in the boudoir.
Right. So this saved that step, because it's like a debit card, but it's already approved, so you can just use it right there at the lanes.
It's funny, because the instructions told me with this card I had to go inside, because I didn't have a puck number. I don't know what a puck number is, a PUC number. But I just followed the instructions and worked great. And I'm very, very happy that we finally did this for the first time.
Then the last step was to go inside and get our receipt. And I walked in and I asked the ladies for the receipt, and then they said, do you have the card? So I said, no, it's our first time. And she was able to print it, but it's easier, I guess, if you bring the card in, you just swipe it, your transaction comes up, they print the receipt, and you're on your way. So it does not print at the pump. So be sure to pull forward, just common sense, pull forward, get out of the lanes, you know.
Right.
I mean, unless there's like, they're all open, I guess you could sit there, but what we did is just pulled forward and got out of the way, and then shortly after, you know, guy pulled in and they were all pretty
So
close.
now we feel confident.
Do you feel confident?
Once again, we're confident on something new.
Yeah.
We're confident at the harvest hose now.
You can go ahead and do our second one.
We're heading to our second one, which is a winery.
We'll be pros after this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have dinner too, so no cooking tonight.
Yeah.
That'll be a first.
And no spending too much money, Rhonda, soon.
Me?
What you got to say?
What'd you get me?
We're at a winery. Can you tell? And Rhonda ordered a flight.
Yes, I did. Because you don't know what you want. So you might as well. So we got the Riesling, we got River's Mist, we got Blue Noir, Reserve Merlot, and what is that? Old Vine Sweet. So which one? These were Stan's choices. These were my choices. I got more choices than you. All right, well, let's,
Give it a go.
yeah, we need to start tasting.
I took a bite. Rhonda will tell you. But I got the prime rib. And then we got prime rib with rice pilaf.
Rice pilaf, thank you.
And then corn. And then we got some pumpernickel bread. Now, I'm extremely allergic to pumpernickel bread, so I will not be eating that. Rhonda, what did you get?
Okay, I got the fajita chicken salad.
I'll just have a salad.
And I think the pumpernickel bread is all mine, pretty sure. And we actually have 2 glasses of wine coming. We enjoyed the flight very much. My winner was Riesling. And you like the, which one was your favorite? Sweet Vine. So, but we're gonna go different, and I can't say what it was. I mean, I can't say what we're ordering. Gewürztraminer or something, I don't know. It was a good try. It sounded like vegetables, but it's not gonna be vegetables. It's supposed to be a sweet wine. Do you remember how she said it?
No.
Okay, I do. Gewürztraminer. That's what it is. Gewürztraminer. Sounds like misdemeanor. Might be a misdemeanor drinking this stuff, but look at that. It's a dessert wine more than anything. It's, what'd you say, a 12-ounce bottle? You said it was really good? I haven't tried it yet. Let's try it. All right, cheers. It is really good.
It is really good.
It's really good.